So, the offense was clicking so well earlier in the year, and then just sort of these things keep cropping up that have sort of, I guess, put you guys off course. Is there any rhyme or reason to it? Is it, easy to fix? I don't know. Can you sort of just talk about that a little bit?
I mean, I wouldn't go to say that our offense wasn't clicking necessarily on Saturday. We went, we watched the film yesterday, came in, or not yesterday, but Sunday after the game, and we moved the ball really efficiently, honestly. And besides a couple of drives, really, where it got stopped short, we moved the ball down the field very well, ran the ball well. I thought the passing game, I mean, was very efficient, and our wide receivers were able to make some explosive plays. But the main problem was just finishing drives, and we get down there and we just weren't able to execute and finish once we did get down there, and we've got to be better at that. So, I think that's what we're focused on. And shoot, we all know what we have to do to be able to be better in that way, and that's what we're going to do and attack. As we head into this week of practice.
Okay, well, I was referring more. I mean, it just seems like you guys are sort of shooting yourselves in the foot with five drops, seven penalties on offense. I was sort of referring to that. I mean, is that something that's easily fixed?
It's just discipline. That's all it is. And each and every day we attack that and we work through it. And everyone makes mistakes. We just can't take turns doing it. I've made mistakes. I mean, everybody else, has made mistakes. And as a team, we've made mistakes, and we have to do our best to try to eliminate those and continue to play the most perfect and consistent football that we can. Put ourselves in good situations, keep ourselves ahead of the chains, not get behind the chains, kind of like you're saying. And yeah, all of that is controllable 100%. And again, it takes all 22. It takes all 22 on offense and defensive side of the ball. And that's what we're going to do and continue to attack as, we look to finish this season and go 1 week at a time.
All right, next up, we'll go to Jordan and then Adam.
Yeah, hey, Carson, two questions. First off, you guys didn't have CJ last week. It looks like he's going to be out for a little bit longer. The rest of your receiving core, JoJo Trader stepped up. You saw some plays from Keelan Marion. Just how would you feel about some of the guys who may not have had as much production earlier in the season, what they did on Saturday, and how you hope to build on that with them moving forward?
Yeah, I believe we have a lot of depth in that room. And I feel like that's shown throughout the season, even though there's some younger guys that haven't maybe had the production like maybe CJ has had throughout the year. We have a lot of depth and a lot of talent in that room. And I think that came alive and was shown very well on Saturday during the game. So obviously we have full trust and faith in every single one of those guys that goes out there on the field, and we're working throughout the week, walking through stuff, watching film together, getting a bunch of reps in practice. So again, when we go out there on Saturday, I have full trust and faith in them that they're going to go out there and make plays just like they did last Saturday.
And you spoke about how the offense, for the most part, you guys have been efficient in terms of extending drives and whatnot throughout the season. But on the explosive play front, do you feel like there's still more in the tank that you guys can do?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think part of that is what defenses do against us, right? It's a chess game, right? Football is a game of chess, and it's give and take. So a lot of what we do, sometimes we can dictate what the defense is doing based off of maybe a certain look or emotion, or just based off of what a certain defense does. But sometimes they dictate by the blitzes and coverage and things that they do. So early on in the year, there was a lot of shots. There was just a lot of like more explosive plays, right? And you see a lot of people kind of just playing one high against us and trying to load the box and try to keep everything in front of them to where they're trying to eliminate those explosive plays. So for us, when people do that, you got to take what the defense gives you, right? And you can't try to force things. And I think we did a really good job of that on Saturday. Obviously, we weren't able to finish drives, and obviously the outcome wasn't what we wanted it to be. But again, we just have to continue to execute, and those explosive plays are going to find themselves as long as we stay consistent and continue to try to move the ball efficiently.
Adam, will go to you and then Chris.
Hey Carson. So just since Saturday, you guys are in now a bit of a tougher spot, looking ahead to the rest of the season and potential postseason stuff. How have you guys worked on, as elite who are older leaders on the team, worked on making sure everybody's still locked in, even though, the path forward might not be quite as clear? How do you guys stay focused, stay locked in, make sure everything, everyone's still working as hard as they can?
I can speak personally. We just have to control what we can control, and that's my mindset on it. Again, almost a year ago, right? Almost 11 months ago on the date, I tore my elbow, and football got taken away from me for a long time. So for me personally, I'm just blessed and thankful to have the opportunity to be able to come out here every single day, practice, have energy, be with these guys, and still have 4 guaranteed games left to go play and give it everything I have and give everything to this team and for these guys. So again, it's just having gratitude, I think, is the most important thing, and understanding the position that we're in. What's happened has happened, and we can't control what is, going to come either. All we can do is just control each day, day by day, and continue to get better, and then go out and execute on Saturday.
All right, Chris, you'll wrap us up.
Carson, on that final play, as you've had time to watch it again, I'm just curious your thoughts on it. And then also, how do you process that in terms of when a game ends the way that it does, like that for you? Just essentially putting it behind you, getting ready for next game. Just how, if you could explain that, that'd be great.
Well, sadly, there's nothing I can do to go change that, right? Obviously, I want the play back. There's a lot of plays in my life since I was 6 years old in football, baseball, basketball, and everything that I've ever done, that I want back, right? I'm human. I've made mistakes, and obviously that's a tough one where it's game on the line. It's right there, and I mean the guy makes a great play. Got to tip your hat to him. He undercut it and made a great play on it. So again, obviously, you wish you could go back and change it, but I can't, and I have to move on and continue to get better and continue to play consistent and do what I can for this team and these guys around me. And again, that's what they deserve from me, and that's all I can really do. I can't go back and change it, and I can't think about what's to come. I just got to stay in the present and continue to try to get better and better and finish the season off the right way.